like to thank the efforts of the President, Dr. Shakuntala ma'am, and also Geeta Bali ma'am. Ma'am, is it audible?
Manjula, you are not audible.
Now, ma'am, is it audible?
A little bit low.
Oh, fine, ma'am. I will log in from other system.
Louder, little bit louder.
Harshil may switch off the. Okay, I'm sorry for the technical hitches. So here I would like to read out ESI meetings. Now we conducted 2 meetings. Ethological Society conducted 2 meetings. So out of 2 meetings, the first meeting we had to take the registration of the society. Manjula, just a minute. Everybody to switch off. Harshil is on. Everybody kindly mute so that there won't be disturbance. Mr. Harshil, other kindly mute. Yeah, thank you. Go on, Manjula. Thank you. Yes, ma'am. Manjula, do you have two? You have logged in through 2 devices? No, ma'am. I logged out from one because that mic was some problem. Now I am in only one. Okay, then it's one better. Device. Kiran is on. Kindly switch off your mute yourselves. Everybody, please mute yourself. Harshil, yeah, Mr. Kiran. Okay. Ma'am, I have logged in from my student's device now.
Now you are clearer. Now you are clearer.
Yes, ma'am. So we had to take up the registration of the ESI committee, which which was a Herculean task, and it was monitored and guided by Dr. Shakuntala ma'am. Along with Shakuntala ma'am, Geeta Bali ma'am, and other EC members also jointly worked for this. Approval of the audited accounts of the society was also taken up, and this issue was raised, and all the documents were kept and maintained by Dr. Manjunatha sir. And renewal of registration of the society, which was also helped by Dr. Shivaya and also other EC members and Dr. Geeta Bali ma'am, with a continuous effort of Dr. Shakuntala ma'am, and also though in spite of ma'am's health issues, she had to work a lot for renewal of registration. Publishing of e-newsletter was a task given to Dr. Renu Kohli and Dr. Manjula Kiyar and Dr. Jai Shankar, which will be taken up after the conference. This year's conference, that is 2021 annual conference of the society, the responsibility was taken by Dr. Jai Shankar and fulfilled yesterday and today. You can see a lot of participants, and almost near to 100 abstracts were received for this. So this was the effort jointly conducted by ESI and St. Joseph College. And also MOU was discussed, wherein Dr. Jai Shankar wanted an MOU between St. Joseph College and also ESI, which we even Dr. Shakuntala ma'am felt that since it is a non-profit agency and also there is no financial interest, and it will be beneficial for the society. So this was accepted, and all the ESI members agreed for this. Membership drive was one more concern, wherein Dr. Binoy sir suggested to broaden the membership base of the society, wherein many youngsters are actively involved in the research and on the animal behavior. So this was also taken up. Dr. Rajshekara also suggested that he will be taking up the in charge, wherein he will help for the membership, and also Dr. Manjula endorsed with assuring that there will be life members and also student memberships, which will be initiated by them, which will be supported by St. Joseph College, Dr. Jaishankar, and other ESI members. So these were the points which were discussed. And also in the second ESI meeting, there was a main agenda and main point which was discussed, because there was a lack of communication from the secretary, Dr. Nandini ma'am, in spite of many mails and then many calls by President Shakuntala ma'am and also Dr. Geeta Bali ma'am. Since there was no communication, all the committee members felt that yes, there is a requirement of the secretary, and there should be a new secretary appointed for ESI. That's the reason Geeta Bali ma'am suggested if anyone is willing to promote it or get promoted as joint secretary, and ma'am suggested if Dr. Manjula can take it up, and all the members along with the president ma'am, they all accepted that Dr. Manjula can continue as secretary, and all of them promoted Dr. Manjula as secretary of ESI. And since a lot of financial matters are involved, and only one treasurer will not be enough to maintain all the records, Dr. Jai Shankar will be appointed as joint treasurer for ESI. So these decisions were taken and all of them accepted for these decisions. And newsletter is one more which will be coming up. Website, it is almost in the completion stage. Newsletter we will be taking up immediately after the conference, and Golden Jubilee celebrations of the society is getting conducted with this conference. So these are all the secretary report from ESI. Thank you, ma'am. Over to Shakuntala ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Secretary. It's a good report. Well presented.
Thank you, sir. Dr. Geeta ma'am.
Yes, almost all the decisions that were taken. So now I think we can go ahead and deem those decisions to be approved by the general body if nobody has any objection. I support it. I have no objection, and I think all the decisions taken are in the good interest of the society.
I also support it.
Okay, now we have the new secretary and the new joint secretary.
Oh,
The
okay,
House
good.
approves.
Good. Thank you. Well
Thank
done.
you. Thank you very much.
Kindly note it as resolution. It was resolved to appoint Dr. Manjula due to the circumstances. Dr. Manjula was appointed as a secretary for ESI, and then another resolution. It was resolved to have this joint secretary. So
Joint treasurer. Joint
note it
Treasurer.
Joint
point by
treasurer.
point. Yeah, joint treasurer. So different resolutions point by point. You may kindly note the resolution way, secretary. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Geeta. And Manjula, you can read the next item.
Yes, ma'am. So we have the next agenda of today's meeting. Renewal of registration society that was done. Proposal to have an assistant treasurer to facilitate visitations to Bank of Society. That is also done. Revival of the website, newsletter of the society. Now, ma'am, I request treasurer to read out the report. Auditing reports.
What is the
Yes.
website?
Good morning, everybody.
Hello. Excuse me.
Hello.
Can we
This is
can we
Dr.
have a
Manjunath.
can we have a final position about the registration of the society? Somebody can help us out.
Pardon, sir?
Yeah,
I want to
registration.
know the latest position about the registration of the society.
I think now I'll interject here. The caseworker who was in charge of the renewal of societies is under suspension. So we have to start again with the other caseworker from the beginning.
Okay, go ahead. Thank you. And wish you all the best. I think this is a one issue we should take it on top priority.
Yeah, definitely we will do it. But bad luck, I think I fell ill, and then now the caseworker is under suspension. Now Geeta Bali has assured me that next week she will go with Shivaya to the registrar's office and do the needful.
Thank you. Thank you. I know
Next
it's a
week.
very difficult task.
Yeah, it is a
Big
Herculean task.
responsibility on our head.
Yes. Actually, we have taken the Xerox copies of all the documents they wanted for the last 20 years with the help of Shivaya, like the general body meeting proceedings, EC meeting proceedings, audited accounts, and then the other details sought by the office. For the past 20 years, we have compiled and kept ready. Only thing is we could not go there. By the time we could decided to go, the caseworker is under suspension. Now Geeta Bali has assured that she will go next week with Shivaya, and also Manjula. Secretary now has to step in to this task. I can join them only once in a way. It is mostly Secretary Shivaya and one more person should be actively involved in the RIN. We have done all the base work. We have met with the deputy registrar who is in charge of our registration. We have met the case workers, 2 case workers, and more than anything, Shivaya has got very good contacts because his daughter is in the headquarters as one of the officers in the registrar's office. So there should not be any difficulty in solving out this matter. Only thing is they want documents for the past 50 years, which is very, very difficult because earlier also, 4 years earlier also, records were not put properly. And before that, if you ask us to produce documents from the past 50 years, it's not an easy task. We have done it for the 20 years, and we are meeting the registrar, and let us see if they can do with this amount of documents provided. And we also have newsletters to prove that we have been active all these years. And then ours is a non-profit organization, so they have a soft corner for us, unlike the other societies where profit is the major motive. So there should not be any difficulty as I see it. So we will apprise the next executive committee as to what happened about the renewal. Any comments?
No, thank you. Wish you all the best.
Thank you, sir, and thank you, ma'am. Now I request the treasurer, sir, to read out the audited accounts of the society for the past 4 years.
Okay, good afternoon, everybody. I am Dr. Manjunath, retired professor and director of education, UHS Shimoga. Now I am going to present the audited accounts of the Ethological Society of India, done from 2017 to 2020. That means 4 years. So in fact, we did a Herculean task, and on the advice of Shakundra Sridhar, president of the association. And actually, I contacted one of the auditors here, and he is well known here in Shimoga. And I did the job, and later I moved to Hassan. Now I am in Hassan, reading the information, the details from my residence. So now I can just share the details or the audited papers that has given to me, and also I handed over to Shakundra Sridhar and also all the other members through ESI 2020, and also the executive members. And that's available right with you already. However, I again go through and also give the information whatever is available with me now. So if you look at the very first slide, this is the one. Is it visible, sir?
Sir, no, sir, it is not shared.
It's not shared.
No, sir.
Can you go through ESI 2020 WhatsApp? That's available. All the 7 pages are available there.
Dr. Manjunath, I had a doubt.
Yeah.
What you have sent is signed by you. but I didn't see the signature of the auditor. Is it audited statement or expenditure statement?
It is audited statement only. The signature is available along with the seal of his office and including the date as well.
Okay.
Here I have put it in the photo icon, and I'm opening it, and it is visible for me. And if it is not really visible for you, then I would request you, each and everybody, to just go through ESI 2020, that group, or the executive members also. It is also available there. I posted this morning only. And
Yeah.
I just go through 2017. That's very clearly, I can say that the total amount available to that date was 14,000. 14,000. And that, yeah, sorry. 14,900 as on 2017. On the next slide was yeah, 2018, the financial statement for the year 2018, the total available was 7,700 after the deduction of towards expenditure of many items that is given there already. That is of 2018 financial statement for the 2018, and it's also audited, signed by the auditor as on 23rd 10/2020.
What was the
Is it clear,
balance
sir?
amount? What was the balance amount at
Balance,
the end of the
the
year?
balance amount as on 2018 was 7,700 after the expenditure towards so many items that is read out, that is given in the paper. Is it okay? It is self-explanatory actually.
Only thing is, but what is available in the bank is not included, I think. Out of the income, what is
Yeah, that's also there as of today. How much is there? And of course, little bit has also added regarding the membership fees. That the information that has been WhatsApped by Madam Shekhar Rashida to me, that is there, and
so
I think as she said, that has to be included after this audited report. Yeah, that information I need to get it into the passbook. It is not done so far.
So including
You have
what
to go
was
to-
available
have to
in
go
the
to-
bank before you took
Yeah,
over.
I tell you. I tell you, madam.
Please let me complete. Let me complete. Including the amount that was available before you took over, and until
Yeah.
today, only 7,000 rupees
Yeah.
is available.
No. It's more than that.
Yeah, that's what.
It's
Okay.
more than that. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I'll tell you, madam.
Okay.
This 2019, it is amount is 21,000. And then 2020, 21,000 up to March 2020. And then 2017 to 2020. 14,900, and in which some expenditure was gone into new website development and its update, about 7,100. And
Okay, that's okay, Dr. Manjunath. What I thought was maybe if you don't mind, you can send a Xerox copy of the last few pages of the passbook. That should be enough. Anyway, passbook was not updated during last 3 years because the bank account was not operated at all. All transactions were done outside the bank before the election of Professor Shakuntala Sridhara. So whatever entries were made until 2016, I think, and then 2016 to 20 there were no entries, no deposits were made, but no bank was not used for any transactions. And now
No,
now
we have
told,
got the new passbook, madam, that
now
Shakuntala
we
Sridhar has sent
activate-
separately,
yeah,
but that
that's
has to be updated by the bank officials now.
Oh.
I'll visit Bangalore, or I may send it to the in charge now, assistant treasurer, to get
Yeah.
it updated and then send it back to me.
that will make things
Or else I'll visit once and then get it done.
Dr. Geeta Bali and the others, I have a message from the State Bank dated 16 December 2020 as to the bank, what is the available balance. The available balance as on 18 December is 1,89,837 rupees.
Okay, that sounds good because Manjunath's figure was 7,000, 12,000.
Yes,
I
yes,
was
yes. This is the
Okay, thank
latest.
you.
We have
Audited.
1,89,000.
Thank you.
That is addition after this audition, madam.
Yeah, it is okay, Manjunath. You have audited, but you didn't read it properly because every year it is showing from past 2 years more than 1 lakh is there. Since you have already circulated with the executive committee members, you can also circulate with all the life members so that all of them can look into the financial status of the society. The happiest thing is you made the bank operative, the bank account operative, and soon after the bank account became operative, within a short span of time you got the 4 years accounts audited by an registered auditor. So that is a very big step. So I congratulate you, and we are all thankful to you for the wonderful job you have done. Thank you.
Thank you, madam. Thank you. Thank
I
you. Thanks
think
very
we
much.
should put it on record. You see, actually, merely appreciating here may not help, but let us put it on record, the good work done about this.
Dr. Manjula, take care of this.
Yes, ma'am.
Record this, the
Yes,
appreciation.
ma'am. Sure, ma'am.
Next time done, it is customary to show the bank balance and then all the income, expenditure, and current bank balance and money on hand, and then balance it and get auditor's approval. Okay, but when we go for it this time, it was all very challenging because we were in a bad situation. But next time onwards, I think before we do that, we can have a meeting and we can take a call on that. Thank you, Manjunath.
Thank you, madam. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you, sir. Ma'am, we have the next agenda as renewal of registration of society, which Shakuntala ma'am briefed already. Revival of the website and newsletter of the society. And now,
Newsletter should not be a problem because we
Yes.
have done it earlier. Only thing is from newsletter to it has to be converted into e-newsletter. I think the news secretary and the other group we have formed in the EC can take care of it. But it is the website which is challenging. Somebody has to take full responsibility of creating a new website. Anybody familiar with this technical issue? Because we don't want to be fooled by somebody charging exorbitant rates for a website in view of our limited resources. It looks nobody is familiar with the website formation.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Excuse, ma'am. I will try this, ma'am. Ma'am, actually, recently I joined this meeting, I am Garima Singh from Zoological Survey of India, and I am pursuing PhD. Hello.
Hello, I can hear you. Are you a
Yes, yes, ma'am.
life member? Are you a life
Yes,
member?
ma'am. Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
then it is
I'm
very
life
nice.
member.
Very nice.
Yes, ma'am.
Since you are a life member, you are volunteering for towards creating a website for the society.
Yes, ma'am.
So
Yes,
can
ma'am.
we record your name as in charge of website creation?
Okay. Yes, ma'am. Sure, ma'am. Sure.
What about the house? Can we endorse her volunteering?
Where
Yes,
are you
ma'am.
located,
Look,
Garima?
she can
Ma'am,
take our
Dehradun.
help.
Ma'am, I am Dehradun. I'm in Dehradun now.
She is in the headquarters.
Uh-huh.
Not headquarters. Headquarters is
No,
Calcutta.
no, no.
Calcutta.
Ma'am, Kolkata. Yes, ma'am. It's
Yeah,
ma'am Northern
you're in
Regional
Dehradun.
Center, Zoological Survey of India. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
So we can take a call. You can do some groundwork
Yes,
and
ma'am.
let us know what it costs and what will be their conditions. And
Yes,
if
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
so can simultaneously work on that with and come with proposal in the
Yes,
next
ma'am.
TC meeting, resolve on this issue. We can have
Okay,
a
ma'am.
meeting once you are ready with say what it would cost and how much of how many gigabytes it will accommodate, etc. If you come out with that data,
Yes, ma'am.
we will also, anybody else comes out with a similar proposal, then in the next TC we can put it on the agenda and select. I think that would be a good thing. We would have done enough groundwork before taking up this matter.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Sure.
There is a small point. Madam, would you need some assistance for your this difficult task? Or you can handle
Me?
it at yourself?
Ma'am,
Will you
sir,
do it?
I can handle it by myself. Within 2 or 3 days, I discuss with you, and I will surely say that whether I will not able to do it or not.
Oh, good.
Within 2 3 days, I will confirm you.
Oh, good. Very good. Very good. Keep
Yeah.
it up.
That's good.
Keep it up.
Thank you very
Thank you.
much.
Thank you.
Hearing for this.
Yeah, if you need any help for groundwork, you can call us also. Any of
Yes,
us.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Because, ma'am, for the website preparation, I have to know some basic things, na, which
Yeah.
all we want to create in the website page, all the
All right.
information about that. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
on 2 3 days, I prepare the base work, and definitely I will contact with all of you, and then we will discuss how it can
Okay.
work.
Okay.
Garima,
Yes, ma'am.
in 2 3 days you are doing the base work and then skeletal of the website.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So you be in touch with the secretary and send it to her whatever you have done.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
then after that we will fix up a time frame, for the finalization.
Yes, ma'am.
Before finalization, what should I say? Before it goes into the web, we will discuss, as Dr. Geeta Bali said, in the executive committee. We will have a time. We would like to have some approximately how many days you would require to do so.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, yes. And
That you have
how
to.
much?
Huh?
Yes, ma'am. And
Because it
how
is
much
very, very
money
urgent.
we
The
need for this?
website is dead for almost 2 3 years. It's very
Okay.
difficult for the members to know what is happening in the society because there is
Yes,
no
ma'am. Yes,
website,
ma'am.
there is no newsletter. So these
Yes,
are
ma'am.
two urgent matters we have to take up. We have to keep the integrity in the society. So please hurry up and give us as early as possible. Can you give us an approximately a deadline?
Mm,
Because we know you have got lot of work in a Zoological Survey of India.
yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so you tell us how many days you require to have a skeleton of the website.
Sufficient time, maybe 2 3 weeks or less than a month. That should be okay, I guess.
Yeah. Ma'am, it's 15 January.
Okay, that
Okay.
sounds
Garima,
that sounds that
you
sounds
feel
very good.
Garima, you feel relaxed and
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
yeah,
give a
Yes,
very
sir.
very sort of a safe
No
time.
yeah.
problem, sir.
Don't be under pressure. What we
Yes,
look
Right,
for
sure,
right.
sure,
only
sure,
the
sir.
quality work.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, take your time.
Yeah.
Yeah, realistic duration. In a hurry, don't say 1 week and all that. Take your time
Yeah. Yes,
and
ma'am. Yes,
about
ma'am.
the proposal.
Please relax and take your time.
Yes, sir. Yes, sure, sure, sure.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you, Garima. We are
Thank you,
indebted
ma'am.
to you. Thank you very much.
It's my honor, ma'am. It's a responsibility of the ESI, and all of us, we have to do work for this. Na? So it's all responsibility of all of
Yeah.
us.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank
Garima,
you,
we
ma'am.
are proud of you. That
Thank you, sir. Thank
we have
you.
members like you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
You'll go far.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Actually, from very last years, and I'm trying to engage such type of society because I am working in animal behavior and I'm working in ornithology, and I try to always try to engage in such type of society which work in the benefits of animals and learning all these, and we all of work in the animal behavior all the lifetime. So it's very pleasure to join this, and I will never disappoint all of you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Manjula, next item.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, Garima, for
Thank you.
accepting. Now, next item is planning the Golden Jubilee celebrations of the society. Ma'am, next agenda is the Golden Jubilee celebrations.
All of you are maybe aware that the society was established in the year 1971. That means we have entered the 50th year of existence. Next year we will be completing 50 years, which calls for huge celebration. So we have to plan for that. Maybe in this general body meeting, we will solicit opinions, but the detailed discussions will be held in the EC. So any ideas from the participant as how we can make this a memorable occasion? Ideas, please.
Dr. Shakuntala, earlier I remember University of Agricultural Sciences had agreed to host a meeting. You think they would be still interested in that?
I have to pull it through. It should be before August 2022, because we don't, the tenure of the present vice chancellor will be over in August. And I have a good rapport, it can be a grand celebration. But after that, I don't know who is going to come. And I am a bit hesitant about the future. If you all agree that we can have our Golden Jubilee celebrations before August, I am game for it.
I feel it is worth trying.
Mm-hmm.
Ma'am, we'll all support you, ma'am, in this regard.
Thank you.
I think we should have it before August.
Before?
Before August, there is ample of time.
Because I can get full support from the university if I do it before August. Because I was the member of the management committee and I have the goodwill of everybody from top to bottom. So doing a Golden Jubilee celebration will be really possible before August in a grand scale. After August, I can do it, but I'm not so sure because it all depends on the vice chancellor and his attitude. Even otherwise also, because I happen to be the senior most faculty in the university, whoever comes as a vice chancellor will be a student of mine at some time or the other. So it may not be that difficult, but before August it will be wonderful. So as Dr. Verma has agreed before August, I think we will work towards it. And if the House endorses this opinion, I will be in touch with the Vice Chancellor and then take his approval. I'll write to him personally, first discuss with him and then officially write to him and let it come in writing that the university will host it, because it is also advantageous for the university for their score, for the NAC score. So any national conference or international conference is both beneficial to the university as well as to the host university. So I don't see any difficulty till August. It is wonderful. After August also, it is possible. But I cannot. I'll work out to make it as best as possible, because it is a sentimental issue. The registered address of the society is University of Agricultural Sciences, Bangalore, and it is befitting that the 50th or the Golden Jubilee celebrations be held in that university. That is what I feel from my heart. It is sentimental feeling.
Yes, I think that will be a wonderful thing to do so.
I think I endorse it this time frame. And if any other member of executive committee has any other inputs, I think he should come forward if he has any other views on the issue. This time frame looks quite reasonable, and offer is excellent. Offer which is coming from the president is excellent.
So we agree that
Yes.
it is University of Agricultural Sciences. And okay, I think we agree and we endorse and we pass the resolution.
Yes.
Manjula, next item.
Yes, ma'am. So next, we have a memorandum of understanding with St. Joseph's College, Bangalore, with ESI.
I have gone through the memoranda of association. It is very simple. There is no financial implication. More or less, I feel it is sort of a paper value. It benefits that we are associated with St. Joseph's, and it has also is advantageous for the St. Joseph's to say that they are associated with ESI. Since there are no financial implications, I solicit Dr. Geeta Bali's and Dr. Verma's opinion as to go ahead with this and sign it.
I think there cannot be any different opinion on this. You please go ahead and sign it. I endorse it. I have seen it. It's okay, and it doesn't involve any financial commitment on the part of ESI. So I don't see there can be any objection to it. Please go ahead.
Dr. Geeta Bali.
So I also endorse the opinion of Professor Verma. Only thing I can suggest is that MOU can also identify what kind of interactions can take place, which could be mutually beneficial. What are the things ESI is expected to do or willing to do, and what are the things St. Joseph's is expected to do and willing to do. If we draft out in the beginning, that may be good instead of that taking shape later. Sit together and identify the areas where we can interact. That will make it possible to make this MOU meaningful and implement activities.
I agree with Dr. Geeta Bali. So for this purpose, I think we have to write down from our side what do we expect from the MOU, and let Jai Shankar write down what he expects from his institute being associated with us, and that can be discussed in the next EC, and then we finally draft the MOU in our own way.
Yeah, we can have probably a meeting, a face-to-face meeting once. At least few members who are available in Bangalore can have a face-to-face meeting once and discuss and see how we can make it very fruitful. And then bring it to the EC. Do this home groundwork and then bring it to EC, and then it can be approved in the next general body, I guess. But right now, this general body can approve in principle. Details can be drawn out after some discussion, and we can make some suggestions. They can make. So I think this kind of discussion face to face, it will be more effective.
I think you see, to cut the procedure short, let Jai Shankar come forward with his proposal, and a small group situated in Bangalore can look on it and go ahead with it, rather than having two-way traffic that ESI send them and they send you, and then this may unnecessarily delay the process. So let Jaishankar come forward what he expects from ESI, and we examine through a small committee of members for EC situated in Bangalore, and then work it out.
So I also agree with Dr. Verma. If necessary, there can be oral, there can be telephonic conversation if necessary. As and when required.
Okay, ma'am. Fine. Fine from college. I will come out with the ideas that the college expects from our side and from ESI. The team in Bangalore is most welcome to visit the college. We can also have a meeting in the college, and then that could materialize. Thank you for all of you for accepting that MOU. And I wish the very purpose was it should be now connecting to different universities all over India. That's the thing. Thank you.
Thank you, Jaishankar. We'll do it after this conference is over. You take some rest and then we'll take up this thing, MOU.
Sure, ma'am. Sure.
Over to Dr. Manjula for the next item.
Yes, ma'am. Next agenda of today's meeting is approval of induction of new members to the executive committee. One is Dr. Somshekhar sir and Shivaya sir.
I agree.
Yeah, and that's the move because Shivaya has his daughter in that office for registration and all. So it will be helpful for the association.
Okay, that will be recorded by the secretary.
Yes, ma'am.
Next item.
Induction of Professor R. Ramamurthy, former president of ESI and former vice chancellor of SV University Tirupati as member of executive committee.
Here I have to tell the august body that Dr. Ramurthy stepped in when R.V. Krishnamurthy expired, and in midway he was gracious enough to take the reins of the society in 80s. And then he was president for the Ethological Society of India for 3 consecutive terms and took it to all India. Built a broader base for the society because of his wider connections throughout the country. Because he happened to be the president of Indian Science Congress Association and all the scientific bodies in the country. So the Ethological Society of India became very much enriched because of his presidency. And more than anything, during his tenure, we conducted the 26th International Ethological Conference in Bangalore, which has never stepped outside Europe and America. We had about 450 delegates attending that conference, out of which 80 to 90% were foreigners, and it was a landmark conference in Bangalore, and it was done under the leadership of Dr. Ramamurthy. So it is befitting that we have such a senior and seasoned, experienced academician and administration to have in our EC to guide us. I have not discussed this with him, but I have put it as in the general body. Gita Bali has endorsed it, and I want the house also to endorse it, to have him as one of our EC members.
Yeah, I think it's a honor to have him in our society. Having served so much and then benefited the society, I think they should be inducted into the society in the executive committee.
Thank you, Dr. Manjunath.
Actually, I feel it will be an honor to the society. We should straightway induct him.
Yeah, I agree with Dr. Verma. Yes.
Dr. Gita Bali. Dr. Gita Bali, can we endorse it?
Yes, sure. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Dr. Manjula?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. I endorse, ma'am.
Please record it.
Yes, ma'am.
Next item.
Next item is approval of new members of the society, ma'am.
Right now, we don't have the list of the new members who have been enrolling. The enrollment is taking place during this conference. So we'll approve them in the next TC, not right now because we don't have the list. Then we can move over to the next point.
Yes, ma'am.
Madam, may I have a small suggestion? Could the president and the secretary together examine these members and approve it on behalf of executive committee? We need not to wait for executive committee to approve the membership of a deserving persons entering the society. This is just my suggestion.
I totally,
This is often done by a small subcommittee rather than
Yeah.
a executive committee.
yes, I also agree with Professor Verma, Dr. Verma. We authorize the president and secretary to go through the applications received and approve.
Agree with Professor Verma's statement.
Next item, please.
Yes, ma'am. Next item, venue for next year's conference. I think, ma'am, we discussed about the conference.
We have already discussed it. You just say in case, God forbid, it doesn't happen in Bangalore. Are there anybody else who is coming forward to hold it? The golden-
Ma'am, I think I will come forward in case if it is not happening in US GKVK.
Okay.
Reva University, we have a big auditorium, ma'am. I think we can.
Okay. You can record that also.
Yes, ma'am.
So with this, the planned agenda matters have been discussed. If there is anything else to be discussed, we are free to look into it and deliberate.
Ma'am, this is Bhaskar from Madurai. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So I just want to add one more point to celebrate the golden jubilee of the Unified Society. So in spite of we have a annual conference or whatever international or national conference, so suppose we will have a series of lectures for 1 month in number of the golden jubilee, so that will be better to reach everyone, and also we will be honoring the past theoretical researchers as well. So suppose if you committee will feel to celebrate the golden jubilee year and more memorable, so we may have a series of lecture, chemotherapy or whatever. So for 1 month or 2 months later.
There was some disturbance. I could not catch the points. I don't know about the others.
Ma'am, Bhaskar sir is asking us if we can, because we are celebrating Golden Jubilee, he's suggesting whether we can have series of lectures and also if we we can plan for honoring the people who have achieved in the research of animal behavior.
Personally, I feel a series of lectures we are planning in some other way, but honoring the people who served the society is a very, very polite. I think we can accept the suggestions. That is my personal opinion. Let the others also speak.
Dr. Bhaskar, there is lot of background noise. We can't hear you properly. If you can manage minimizing the background noise, then we can hear you.
Such that I will department near the classroom the students are talking. So I will text you in WhatsApp or whatever to do and make it in here. I think the secretary conveyed the message. So what I have to speak.
I think, ma'am, Bhaskar sir said he will text it in the WhatsApp
group.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dr. Manjula, but what Dr. Bhaskar said and what Shakuntala ma'am said about the lecture series, ma'am, we were already planning of the monthly series which are taking off from Jan. So the felicitation of renowned ethologists or people who have put in important contribution to the field, yeah, the committee can think over to felicitate during the conference in the venue. Probably that would be fine. The lecture series are planned. They are taking off from January.
Regarding the lecture series, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Am I clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, regarding the lecture series, Jaishankar, you have to elaborate little more. The frequency, monthly, and a particular date, whether it is Wednesday or something like that. You have to tell. And from my side, two of the speakers did not turn up for this conference, namely Renu Kohli and then Manjari Jain. And they expressed their regret very much. Then I asked them that they should give the lectures in the monthly lecture series, since we missed them in this conference. So that is a
No,
bit
ma'am,
of
I
news
didn't
for you.
refuse
So
actually. I
Dr.
didn't
Jaishankar,
refuse.
you have already two speakers. Now you can tell us it starts from which month and what will be the frequency and which day of the month the lecture will be, the duration of the thing, and then probably the timing, what time you would like to have it, because we want the students to listen to them. So you have to avoid classroom hours and then make it not too far in the evening, but soon after the classes. Please, Jai Shankar.
Yes, ma'am. So
I
as
had a
proposed
small
earlier,
suggestion.
yes, ma'am.
Yeah, what I thought was we can keep the dates little flexible to suit the convenience of the speaker and the participants, because some programs or the other may come which we cannot guess now. So there can be some flexibility regarding the date as long as it is conducted during that month. That is one thing. And then I think Dr. Chetan wants to say something. After that, Jai Shankar can respond. Dr. Chetan.
I think I endorse what has been said. I think we leave it to the Jaishankar to work out the sort of a detailed workable program and can invite inputs from the members who are in Bangalore to get it approved. Let us not take a separate decision on dates and the names and all that right at this stage. Let him give the latitude to Jaishankar to work it out, and then we go ahead about it.
Okay. Dr. Jai Shankar.
Yes,
No,
ma'am.
Chetan was
That's all.
talk something. Chetan.
Yeah, good afternoon. First of all, congratulations to all the new office bearers, and very happy to note that they were all my batchmates at Bangalore University. I have a small suggestion as a new member of the ESI. For the next year's conference, can we basically add in the present format of presenting through oral info, whatever? I have a suggestion that, maybe we should introduce a 3 hours workshop on how to present. And if possible, I'll definitely help you out with the resource guys, resource person who can basically conduct. This will basically change the format and the presentation quality that people are. And I have seen through my experience that most of the participants benefit from such a kind of format. So including the presentations, I'm trying to suggest that we should include a 3 hours workshop where a resource person will tell them how to present or how to write that in animal behavior or conservation science or in, let's say, biology in general. So if I may add that, that will be of great help to the participants. And I agree with the kind of the logistics and the kind of problems that we usually face while organizing such a conference, because there are n number of presenters, and it basically is very difficult to manage all of these persons in these 2 days. But if I may add, just a half a day spillover might be a very good suggestion, because participants definitely benefit from this kind of format. That's the suggestion that I wanted to give. Thank you.
What's the opinion of other members?
My opinion is that it's not correct to club that with the Golden Jubilee celebrations, but the idea is excellent. ESI can sponsor such a workshop for the scientists in one of the affluent colleges where our ECM members are uh, present, like Dr. Somshekar's Institute. They can have a workshop, and then St. Joseph's can have a workshop, Reva can have a workshop. See, in one batch, you cannot train everybody else. So the ESI will support you, but not involving any financial. We can lend our name. You can call the people. If you have resources, conduct such a workshop in different locations and train maximum number of participants. That's my idea.
Had a small question. Where are you currently working, Dr. Chetan?
I'm an associate professor at the Jain deemed to be University, Bangalore. I was an alumni of
Jain.
IISc, and Dr. TNC Vidya and Manjari Jain were my seniors.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, we can discuss this further. I think it's a good idea, especially for young researchers. We can explore this, I think.
Ma'am, here I would like to say something. I think this is a good idea, as Shakuntala ma'am suggested. This will be better if we can take it up institute-wise, wherein we can have these workshops and all students can get benefited. So since most of us are
Dr. Chetan was thinking about this at the national level, if I'm right.
Yeah, so we have conducted such a kind of workshops for the national and the international participants. And we have found that, it is a huge success and people actually come to conference only to attend this workshop because they know that they are benefiting a lot. So this is doable. That's what I say over my experience at the SCCS conference in Bangalore. And such a kind of national kind of workshop actually helps people out of different levels. And it is doable is what my suggestion is. But thank you for the...
I feel that can be a parallel activity. That can be one of the many activities. Lectures will be there, poster presentation, etc. This can also be, I think, it's also feasible to have this workshop because those who come for that conference will attend this workshop. Anyway, they are coming for the conference and they will be benefited.
So there'll be no additional financial burden on this because I can get to the resource persons for free of cost. They are very highly renowned people who do it for free. So no need of financial burdens as well on this. So there'll be no financial burdens on the ESI. That's what
Chetan, can you take up leadership in this regard?
I'll be very happy.
Can you be the facilitator?
Yeah, I'll be very happy to coordinate on this.
Thank you. We'll think of it very seriously.
Thank you.
And we'll have a resolution to this effect that it will be a part of the Golden Jubilee celebrations, and Chetan will be in charge of mobilizing in charge of planning and executing.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Such a training course in paper presentation, right? Manjula, next.
Yes. Ma'am, next is vote of thanks. Before that, just one idea I had, ma'am, because we will be doing Golden Jubilee celebrations. If the university takes up the financial support, then it will be fine. Or else, can we have some sponsors with our contacts so that we will have even their advertisements printed on the brochure or something, so that they will also have, because we have what amount we have in the account maybe will not be sufficient for the conference if entire financial burden will be on ESI.
No, ESI has never supported any conference. It is the local organizers who raise the money. You have a lot of funding agencies, DST, DBT, ICIR, ICMR. Actually, for my conference, I got even from ICMR. Can you believe it? And Department of Environment and climate change, all of them will pitch in some amount or the other. Once you associate with ESI and say that you are doing it through ESI, a scientific body of 50 years, raising money from funding agency is very, very easy. Each of them will give you certain amount pooled together. You don't even need advertisement and souvenir. That should be more than enough for you. UGC also has got, I think Dr. Geeta Bali can tell us, gives certain amount to every university for conferences.
Okay,
Yeah,
fine.
that is
Ma'am,
we have earlier obtained financial assistance from many government funding agencies. But now, under the current situation of COVID, etc., it should not be. I think it may still be okay to raise amount from other donors. And in the souvenir, you can put the advertisement. Usually, for all conferences, they do that. That may not be that may be okay. Also, we can probably leave that to the organizers. That is my opinion.
ma'am, even the organizations like ONGC and different bank, they also sponsor because they have fund under corporate this CSR activity. So even they would love to join us.
Yes, yes. Yes, we can discuss these modalities. Of course, whoever is organizing, we can interact with them, and I think they will. I think they enjoy some freedom to raise funds the way they want. The institution may give some amount. You can also submit applications to government funding agencies. You can also approach private donors who are interested in the environment and behavior. So I think that issue, I don't see it's anything a difficult matter.
You also get the registration money.
Yes, ma'am.
So you don't have to be bothered about it. Raising money is not that difficult. That's my experience.
Yes.
In the beginning, it is daunting. You get scared. But slowly it tricks in. One by one, they'll give you. Including the state government also. Department of Environment will give you. So if you have will and then tenacity, it's not, I have no connection, but still, if you go with a genuine cause, there are sent many people to help you. There are many organizations, many agencies. So you don't have to bother or worry about that. When it comes to that, we will all help you. Huh?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So if you need something from the state government, I'll be very happy to help you. Thank you.
Thank you. State government, which department?
Dr. Chetan.
Higher education or ministry, forest.
Okay. Anyway, you are there for the state government. Thank you. Manjula, next item.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, next we have vote of thanks, ma'am. Before that,
any other matter? Anybody has got any ideas, any suggestions?
ma'am, we can see one chat box, Dr. Rashmi Sharma. She's written, we want to organize in Rajasthan.
Conference.
Yes, ma'am.
Where is
she? She's from Ajmer. She's from Ajmer. We recently organized the conference in Ajmer. She was there. She's from Ajmer Government College. So, Rashmi Sharma.
So we cannot go to Ajmer again, I think.
Again, we cannot go there. Okay.
No, we'll go in 2023.
No, then we will select other university like Jaipur, Rajasthan University. We have support.
Yes. We'll come to Rajasthan after 2022.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Ma'am, just a reminder, 2 o'clock the plenary starts and we have
I think we have finished. There should be a vote of thanks from Rajshekara.
Yes,
yeah,
now it is
I
vote
think
of
we
thanks.
can consider that proposal also, because let us have all the options open. Let us also consider that offer that has come, and we can we can come out with final this thing how by looking at how things go. So let us keep all the options open. I think that is good. And let us thank her for coming forth with this kind of proposal. So we will have all the three recorded as these are the options we have. We can record it and then take a call on it in the coming days.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, can we move ahead?
Yeah, sure. Vote of thanks.
Yes, ma'am. Next, we have vote of thanks by the Joint Secretary of ESI, Dr. R. Shekhara.
He's not here, I think. He's traveling.
Could see him.
No,
No, ma'am.
no. Can you do it?
Yes, ma'am. I will do it.
Please, please.
So I deem it my privilege to propose vote of thanks today. In this venue, we discussed a lot of things. I would like to thank the organizing committee for giving the opportunity to have our general body meeting. I would like to thank our president, Dr. Shakuntala ma'am, for all her support and encouragement. Dr. Geeta Bali ma'am, for continuously she has been there with ESI and for all her support and motivation. Dr. Verma sir and all the ESI members, EC committee members and others who have joined for this general body meeting. We had a very fruitful discussion and thank you all for joining us, and definitely we'll have nice sessions coming ahead. Thank you, ma'am.
I think Jaishankar, I want a list of people who have attended the general body meeting.
Yes, ma'am. The attendance is downloaded.
Yeah, that is very, very essential for our records.
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, then. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
For all the life members, 2 o'clock the plenary starts. So we have a 20-minute break now. Yeah. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you all.
55 people have attended.